Nakuru Agriculture Training Center started in 2013 by the Nakuru County government. Our mandate as an institution is to offer farmers training. And actually not just training. We have been saying Nakuru Agriculture Training Center is not a university, nor is it those complex training institution. We have our niche where we are training our farmers, even those who have not gone to school, but those farmers who wish to improve on their skills in the production, that is in agriculture production. That is the work that we do here. Our vision as an institution is to be the regional leader in provision of skill-based trainings in this region and beyond. MESPT AGRIFI Food Safety is one of the partners of the county government of Nakuru. So in the part that it is partnering with the Department of Agriculture, it is when now the AGRIFI program came into the Nakuru Agriculture Training Center, and that is where we benefited as an ATC.
One of the problems that we identified was that those institutions were unable to be able to offer training simply because they were not allowed under the county framework to be able to spend at source. And the challenge was whenever they had trainings, by the time they get money to undertake the training, the activity would have gone long time.
This committee is able to task the relevant agencies and departments to do all that they are required to do in law. I mean, by coordinating that aspect of monitoring, inspection, and also reporting, giving the relevant or information to the public. That is dissemination of food safety related information.
AGRIFI has been very instrumental in ensuring this institution, Nakuru Agriculture Training Center, has been accredited as an athlete center. It has been a journey that we have worked together with the program. We've really been able to gather the documents, they've been able to follow up on the processing and everything. And it is good that I say that Nakuru Agriculture Training Center is now a registered athlete center. We are very happy about that. We have been registered to train a number of courses. That is a course in aquaculture production, a course in horticulture nursery management, also in horticulture processing, and also horticulture production, and also dairy farm management. We are happy because they are the main issues, they are the main areas where most of our farmers are interested in.
We've seen significant buy-in from the county. Give just an example of Nakuru County. This is an ATC that was almost not functional in terms of its core mandate. And through our investment, we looked at it in two perspectives. One is being able to revamp the infrastructure to provide a conducive learning environment so that the private sector can really feel comfortable to be trained in those institutions. And then number two was to the software, being able to train the human resource within those markets. And even number three, being able to support those institutions to be sustainable.
The first part of the intervention was the infrastructure support, and the very first one was the renovation of our conference facility. It used to be called just a classroom because it was just a classroom, just a normal classroom. But when AGRIFI came in, they've been able to transform our classroom to a modern conference facility. It tiled the classroom, it did our ceiling, it also even did the overhaul of the roof and so many other good things that they've done. Inside that classroom, they've been able to put for us curtains, and they have also been able to give us the projector and also drop a screen, and also whiteboard boards, which are all meant to support our trainings at the Nakuru Agriculture Training Center. From the time that we got that support from AGRIFI, this conference facility, which initially nobody was interested with it because it didn't even have an ablution block. Now everybody first books this classroom. They even say they'll only come here if they're coming to our conference facility. This renovation has really done us good. We are happy our farmers are now very comfortable. They sit on very nice seats. AGRIFI gave us about 50 conference seats, which are equivalent to seats that you find in big hotels, and also 15 conference tables. Through the AGRIFI program, we've been able to link up with WILDA farm, which is one of the private lead farms in this county. This will help us get a practical area where our farmers can go for capacity building and also be able to see practical running. You know, this is a farm that has been going on. This is a farm within the farming community. This is a farm where the farmers are able to relate with. And we'll be able now to have the trainings in that farm and also attachments of our students also in that farm, and also having the experts from that farm coming to talk to our students on practical issues. And we are very happy that we are able to work with that farm.
This farm, we have currently around 57 dairy cows. We are specializing on Holstein Friesians, although because of the demand of the small-scale farmers around these areas being a semi-arid area, we have realized that in terms of their feed demands, water demands, and also the care for the animal, for the Friesian it's demanding, so we are integrating and crossbreeding the animals we have with the Jersey. And also we want to include Asia, mainly to support farmers who are around to get stock for breeding, where they can source good animals in terms of adaptability to the production conditions in this area. One of our main goal is that we are targeting what we call productive adaptability of the animals. It's not mainly production alone. Out of that, we are able to aspire to get around 300 liters a day. That excludes milk that is consumed within the farm, of course, by our workers and ourselves as a household, and also by the calves. Back around 2017, 2018, we were able to interact with ATC, whereby we realized that we are being challenged by milk spoilage when we had extra milk. And out of that, we started adding value to our milk, and we started producing mala. Then after that, we realized that also we can pasteurize our milk to increase the shelf life. And out of that, we were able to continue interacting with ATC, and we were able to introduce milk automatic dispensing machines. One of the issues that we did was to ensure that our milk is pasteurized, of course, to meet the requirements for the dairy board, for us to be able to dispense and sell milk to the consumers around this area. We were able to initiate our first ATM around 2018 in Njoro, and we have also added now one at Egerton University. The one in Njoro, we dispense around 200 liters at average, and then the one at Egerton University, around the gate, we dispense around 100 to 150 liters to the max. One of our goals within our production initiative in this farm is to enhance efficiency in production and a reduced cost. Before we had interaction with AGRIFI, we were operating at around 35 animals. Now we have grown to, we are heading to 60. And with that kind of growth, we are seeing that our production is increasing. And with AGRIFI, one of the issues that we have really integrated is use of greening the farm in terms of depending on green energy that is renewable. One of the challenges that we got when we started pasteurizing milk was the cost of production through dependency on KPLC as a source of energy to boil the milk, because we use a batch system. We wanted to do a boiler that uses that is fueled with firewood, but due to our greening approach as a farm, we decided to go for biogas, and this was able to cut our cost by about 50-55% in terms of cost from dependency on electricity. On the basis of this, we have been able to maintain a very favorable price to our consumers in Njoro and Egerton at around 50 shillings a litre. And for us, this is okay because we are depending on green energy. It has been able to bring down our cost of production significantly. Also, in terms of reducing costs for security, in terms of night lighting for this farm, we have been able to reduce dependency on KPLC to solar-powered street lights or security lights. And just from our calculation, we have been able to reduce per day by around 6 to 9 units in terms of daily consumption of electricity.
We've been able to have discussion with the private sector and specifically WILDA Farm, where we are creating a framework because we recognize the fact that sometimes training are very theoretical. They have no completely correlation between training and the industry. So what we are creating here is to have the private sector inform what is trained at the institution, such that the private sector key actors can come in as guest trainers, because then that will mean that whatever is being trained is being influenced by the industry, so that the products that come out from the training, they are just fit for the industry. They don't need to go and be retrained.
Nakuru Farmers Call Center is one of the innovations for the county government of Nakuru through the Department of Agriculture. It's aimed at enhancing the delivery of agriculture extension information to our farmers in the county. Farmers have always been complaining that they don't get the agriculture officers coming to their farms to intervene or rather to give them solutions to their problems. And that's how we came up with the Nakuru Farmers Call Center to be able to deal with that challenge. It's one of the innovations that uses ICT, that is telephony and also the use of computers. And when MESP came in, the AGRIFI program, it found that we had a gap. They've been able to install for the Nakuru Farmers Call Center the internet system, and we've been able now to activate it for the use in the call center, and also now for supporting our farmers and our partners who come for conferences and trainings. We didn't have enough ICT equipment, and that's when they came in. They donated to us 4 desktop computers and 1 laptop. That is to help us enhance in the storage of our databases and all that. We are happy that AGRIFI came in because we've also been able to attract other supporters. Like we have WWF, which helped us do the bulk SMS and also the website for the Nakuru Farmers Call Center. These 2 platforms, they could not have worked because we didn't have an active internet connection at the call center. So we are very happy about it. In ensuring that Nakuru Agriculture Training Center becomes sustainable, we are in the process of ensuring that we have an activate bill, which AGRIFI has really come in very strongly to support this institution from the drafting and also ensuring that it is able to pass through the county assembly so that this institution becomes semi-autonomous. This will help in the sustainability of this institution.